Hello everyone, welcome back to Angel Talks. I am Angel, welcome back if you are new. So today I'd like you to please excuse my voice. I am losing it currently. I've come down with I can't remember what it's called, but it's a form of tonsillitis. It's not bacterial version, it's just because my throat is inflamed. So today I've come on because obviously we've all just had the announcement, and I just wanted to come on here and let you know that you're all going to be okay. So yeah, I've just come on to talk to you guys. So obviously I know that it's a big inconvenience to be told now that we're going back into another lockdown, and I know how annoying that it's going to be, and so another reason I've come on is to talk about things that annoy me. And I know that sounds really strange, but I think that it's a good thing because you guys might be thinking the same thing. And I know that my camera presence really isn't it right now, and that's because I'm getting used to a new setup. I've got a chair, pink fluffy chair. Well, did I just get a chair and put a blanket over it? Yes, I did. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. So getting into the first thing that annoys me. The first thing that annoys me is actually something that's very controversial as such, and that is building flats and apartments for students is all well and good, but we've got so many homeless people. Now I know the whole argument about just get a job and go do something with your life. It's not that easy. And I know a lot of people who will agree with me, and I know a lot of people who agree with what I just said. I know that there's a whole argument about, oh, just go get a job. It's not that easy. It's hard enough to get a job when you live somewhere. Imagine how hard it's going to be for a homeless person to walk into a shop and ask for a job. They might not have any references, you don't know their situation. Like, yeah, some people are quite nasty and they're on the streets and that's their punishment. But what about the people who have done nothing but good and ended up where they are now? And I believe that instead of building loads of flats and everything for the students, they should be putting more money into homeless shelters to help them out. Most homeless shelters go off donations. They don't even get government funding. So I believe that instead of building flats, student halls, everything like that, they should be putting more funding into making sure that their own people are okay before they house someone else's. And that's going to be very much, oh, but you're a student. Yeah, but what I mean is the students who come from abroad. Another thing that annoys me is the fact that people are still against gay people, and transphobia is still a thing. And I know that everyone has their own opinions, but in 2020 we had a very tough year, and this year it's not going to be much better. That's why, yeah, it's going to be better, but it's not going to be that much better. 2020 was a rough year, and in 2020 there were a lot of things going on, especially in the black community, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. But I believe that in 2021 and in the 21st century, we should not be tearing others down just because of who they love. We should instead, if we're against that stuff, be like, you know what, take a breath and think, it's none of my business. As long as it's not you, if you have them beliefs and it's not you doing it, then why should it matter to you if someone else is doing it? Is it your grandfather who's like loving another man? You never know, but I'm just saying, if all of your family are against it, it's not like one of your family is now seeing someone and is openly gay towards you and your family. So instead of tearing other people that you don't know down, open your heart a little bit. And also, a lot of people use their religion as an argument to tear others down. And Girl Defined does that a lot. And I know I'm calling out YouTubers right now, but Girl Defined and Caitlin Bennett, they both use what they view as the right thing to then use, like, to be horrible to others, and Girl Defined is using their religion to define their prejudice, well, them being prejudiced, and that's disgusting because I'm religious, and like, some of you don't even know that about me. Yes, I am religious. I say my prayers every night. I have a crucifix on this door, which I'm not going to bother getting. I have one above my bed, and yeah, I'm religious, but my uncle's gay, I'm bisexual, I know a lot of transgender people, and everything like that, so I'm not against it. I believe that God made people, and people who are just like, the devil's up in your body. No. The devil doesn't enter your body the second you come out the womb. And I know that. What's going on is God has made them that way to prove that humanity is just disgusting. And another thing that pisses me off is... Okay, right, this is... Another thing that pisses me off is when fat people and skinny people argue. Oh, well, you're calling me fat, so I'm going to call you a name back. Just stop. As people, we shouldn't be tearing each other down in general. We should be doing everything we can in this time to lift each other up. If we can't do that, then what kind of godforsaken thing are we? You see it all the time in the animal kingdom. Other animals helping other animals. Lionesses don't go and hunt on their own, they hunt in a pack. Wolves, they don't stay on their own, they stay in a pack. Humanity, mankind, we are a pack, and we need to stick together. If we don't stick together throughout this time, we don't have anyone to tell us that we're okay. Who are we going to turn to? Now, a lot of people will say, yeah, but you turn to God. Yeah, I probably would. But I'd also rely on people that I didn't even know. We rely on YouTubers. We rely on TV. We rely on this, we rely on that. We need to remember to rely on people that we do know. And people that we can see. People that we can have a socially distanced coffee with. Go have a walk with, like, socially distanced with someone else. Instead of relying on gadgets, which is another thing that pisses me off, and even I do it. I got a new TV and I've done nothing but watch documentaries on it, but anyways, it pisses me off to know that there are still some people who aren't lifting each other up, and this is like, I don't understand why. This virus has proved to us all that life's too short. We have seen children pass from this virus. We have seen children pass away from cancer, yet we still decide that we're going to put everyone else down. Yes, I've done it. Yes, you guys have probably done it once in your lifetime. No one is going to be innocent in that fact that we've all put someone down. I'll throw my hands up now and say, yes, I have put someone down. And 9 times out of 10, we've put that someone down because we found something in them that we don't like, because it's something about us that we don't have. And I believe that this virus has created another reason to think about our lives, reflect. Because if we don't love our lives and we continue to constantly find something to argue over, then we're doomed, basically. There is another thing as well that does feed into this, and that's the prejudice against black people. I love black people, like, but when it comes to the Black Lives Matter movement, I believe that where that all happened so quickly, we worded that phrase wrong. because I believe that some of the people who say all lives matter, which my parents do, but they're not prejudiced, they're not racist, they say all lives matter because they don't understand. And instead of shouting at them and arguing with them, I sat them down and said, yes, they probably got a mix up with the words. Black lives do matter, and I'm not saying they don't, but instead of Black Lives Matter, it should have been Black Lives Matter as well, or Black Lives Matter too. And I know that they wanted something with 3 words that was short, snappy, quick, but think about the repercussions that has. People are now thinking, my parents being one of them, my parents aren't against black people, neither are my grandparents. And when they heard Black Lives Matter, they thought that this was a movement just signalling the fact that their lives matter more than ours. No, their lives matter too. And to anyone watching this who could be homophobic, transphobic, any of that, then I want you to ask yourself a question, and that question is why. And I don't want you to lay out religious beliefs because I've already told you mine, but if you really want to use that to defend yourself, then go ahead. I'm all up for a debate. But another thing that pisses me off, now I'm going to get off that subject now. Another thing that pisses me off is when people use this is aimed as well, so I need to try. So another thing that pisses me off are girls and boys only accounts which are followed by girls and boys, and that pisses me off so much. I made a girls only account, and you know who you are. The 2 of you who deliberately decided to try and follow, 2 of you were lovely about it, you didn't know, and that's fine. But 2 of you who kept constantly harassing to follow, please do know that I've reported you. And despite being told that there are things on there that I'd rather not another boy other than Freddie see, it's disgusting. And they also used the words I'm trans. And I'll admit, I said some quite horrible things back. I just said to him, oh well, I'm so glad you found out who you are, that's not horrible, but... And they decided to tell me, fuck you, you're transphobic. No, I'm not. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but one of my family members is transgender. I love her so much. And I'm not transphobic. It's just people like you who use the words I'm transphobic, well, who use the words I'm trans, like that, to try and follow a girls only account which you know that I'm not comfortable with you following. It's disgusting. Not ever would I message you and say, oh yeah, I'm transgender, I'm a boy now, to try and follow an account that you've made which is for boys only. Never. And I don't want to hear it, oh well you probably would. No. I would respect what you wanted. And I'm not going to get too far into that, but just know that you've been reported and that is disgusting. Another thing is misogyny. And to anyone who doesn't know what that means, that basically means females are less than. In the bluntest way possible. And I believe that this is still a common belief, and that is that women are less than. We already have to put up with the fact that we get less pay than you guys, and it's just like, oh well, you want equal rights so we can hit you, but why should anyone hit anyone? Why? Yeah, if we're getting up in your face, don't slap us, just shout back. It's not about, oh well, if she's gonna hit me and she's allowed to hit me and she wants everyone to be equal, I'm gonna hit her back. It's not about that. It's about being the bigger person. If you're going to sit there and say, oh look, they want to be equal to men, so if we get slapped by them, we'll let them back. No. It's about you being the bigger man, the bigger person, and saying, no, I'm just gonna walk away. And all my life I was taught that. If someone shouts at me, hits me, you either hit them back harder if it's someone you know and someone who's been doing it for ages, or you just walk away. And I believe that we need to be taught that lesson again. I know that sometimes it hurts your pride to walk away, but in this day and age, pride means nothing. We're all gonna die. And I know that's a blunt way to put it, and I'm sorry if that offended you, but everyone's gonna die. Everyone you know, everyone I know, your mum, your dad, everyone. You need to treasure the time that you have with people rather than fighting with everyone else. Lastly, another thing that pisses me off is people just like, well, they don't like me. And I have done this. Well, they don't like me anymore, so what's the point? Get over it. If someone doesn't like you, that's not a you problem, that's a them problem. Like, if someone decides that they don't like you anymore, how is that your fault? They've decided that, not you. You haven't said, right, you don't like me anymore, otherwise that is your fault. But if they've then said to you, I don't like you anymore, that's a them decision, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Well, depends, but that is a them problem most of the time. Lastly, this isn't a thing that pisses me off, but this is something in general. So during the course of last year, obviously a lot of friendships could have broken down because of strained messages. Text messages are something that can easily fuck you over. For example, if you're messaging something and you mean it in one way, please reread it, because you never know how it's going to be misconveyed. You don't know how anything's going to happen. A call every once in a while will be good too, just to refresh everything. But I unfortunately have fallen victim to something like that. Well, I say victim, the person I sent it to fell victim to that. And sometimes the messages I have sent have been misconveyed as something else when I actually meant them in a completely harmless way. And that has caused friendships to break down. And to them people, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to seem nasty. And I hope that you do well. And I wish you the best for 2021. And lastly, I know I said that was lastly, I will be doing a video on what I got for Christmas. At the end of the day, I wasn't going to do one because I know that a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're flexing on us. Stop showing us your new stuff. There are some people who can't afford anything. Yeah, some people can't. But I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas because I am grateful for what I got for Christmas. If you think I'm flexing, then that's a you problem, not a me problem. Also, that was the last thing I said. Something else just popped into my mind. Yes, this is just me coming back and having a catch up with you, but if you're here because you want a laugh and you want to gossip and you want to be like, oh my god, she's wearing that on here, fuck off. At the end of the day, like, what's the point in hating? I know a lot of people get it. I know a lot of people are hated on. But someone, a friend of mine, I'm not going to say her name, but she'll know who I'm talking about. She and I have known each other for a very long time. And as she grew, she got certain facial features that were beautiful. And I'm sitting here now saying they are gorgeous. And it was the lips in particular. Everyone, well, not everyone, but quite a few people had accused her of getting lip injections. Me included. I thought she had. And I have apologised for that now because we've spoken it out. But she gets hate for that. And she's the most beautiful person I know, along with my other friend. But I don't know really. But I was accused of getting lash extensions in year 7. All because I had long lashes. And my dad was accused of wearing falsies into school. And it just goes to show that whatever we do right, you always find the wrong. So if you're here to hate and you can't pick on the things that I've done right, you always got to pick the things that I do wrong. Fuck off. Because I'm done. It's 2021. I'm not saying new year, new me. Well, new year, new attitude, as it seems. I'm not here to say 2021 is going to be my year, because it isn't. It's going to be a year for everyone. It's going to be a year for everyone to realise that what we thought was going to happen this year isn't. I don't know, maybe by summer we could all have a holiday. but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is still going on. So, with no disrespect to anyone who I might have offended, I hope you all had an amazing Christmas and a good New Year. I wish you all the best for 2021. I will be uploading a bit more now. I took a break. I'm not going to say why I took a break because it's quite personal, but I will be talking about it soon. And as I've already said, if you're here to hate, fuck off, because I'm done. And to the people who I was talking about earlier, I'm sorry. Wish everyone the best. I will see you soon, and I hope you have an amazing morning, afternoon, night, whenever it is that this video reaches you, and I love you all. See you soon.